from mad. I can go Hulk and smash. You can get all my wrath. Better not cross my path. I'm just mad. I'm big, mad. We stay mad. Cause we mad.
Good evening. What is going on? You are tuned in to the Mad Ones Live. This is your boy, Professor Tony, alongside your guy, Boogaloo Jones. What's going on, Boogaloo? Boog, you there? Can you hear me clear? See, this the part when you say, I'm good.
Come on, man. What's going on?
I don't know. I think you on that
That's yours or mine.
You on the extreme delay. Yeah.
Oh,
I think you need to
back.
Go ahead, drop out.
Leave and come back.
Yeah. And then we get it popping from there. But it's all good. We got What up, Jeff? All right, Jeff, first one here. Mr. X-Lax. He said, I may be ugly, but I'm here. What up, Mr. X-Lax? It was good, my guy. Queen, what's going on, Queen? All right, I'm looking forward to the rest of that book, actually. All right. Gina, what up? She talking about ugly. Gooner. Good to see you, Gooner. What's happening, man? What's happening? All right. So definitely, man. We about to get into some stuff today, man. I just saw interesting I saw an interesting poll, and it's just Pew Research. Pew Research was going over this, and there's a strange thing going on with the young men in this country. There's some women also going on, but it's mostly the men, mostly young men between the ages of 18 to 29. Young men between the ages of 18 or 29 are starting to have a resurgence of going to church. And now I want to go over today, like what could be causing it, and then towards the end of the show, have y'all call in and y'all let us know what y'all think could be happening. But the first thing that could be happening is this male loneliness epidemic. We talked about it one time before or two times before. So they're saying men. I got the stats. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna show that. I'll show those stats. They're saying male loneliness has increased. What up, Bud? Can you hear me now? Bud, you can't hear me, man. You got the internet on the crawl right now, man. Can you hear me, Bud? Bud. Okay. I'm just when you get your stuff together, I'll just go. I'll just keep on going. You let me know. All right. So
I'm back.
Bro, yo, can you hear? I don't think you can hear me, man. I think your thing going slow. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So I was just telling them about this resurgence of the men going back to church all of a sudden. Between the ages of 18 to 29. So that's primarily Gen Z. All right. There's some millennials, but it's mostly Gen Z that we're talking about right now. Gen Z is heading back to church at a high number, a high number right now. All right. So I was trying to go over in my head. I was like, what could be some of the causes? And then, we get some of the mad ones to call in afterwards to talk about it. What could be some of the causes to have these young men seeking to go back to church? Right. And one of the ones I brought up with Boog was the male loneliness epidemic. And if you look at male loneliness right now, here goes a couple stats about them. They're saying here's some stats on male loneliness. 15% of men claim they have no close friends. You know how large of a percent of population that is, bro? 15% of grown men, no close friends. Right? That's a 12% increase from 1990. So that means it was only 3% men back in the day. We're in double digits now. Not too far off from 20%. Right?
But they all antisocial, man. They don't know how to mingle with people.
No, they ain't all antisocial. No. See, I won't. See, that's an easy way to dismiss it. I don't think they're all antisocial. I think what's happening is there's so many people that are so caught up in themselves, right? You're so worried about becoming the next popular streamer or the next popular influencer, and you know what I'm saying? The next rapper or whoever else. So we're not really so much focused on making friendships as far as we're making relationships to better our situation. Because I hear a lot of YouTubers talk about that. It's like, damn, you meet somebody, you think that you're trying to become friends, but it ain't friends, right? It's not so much friends. It's so much. Let me use you to try to get somewhere. You get what I'm saying?
That's a good one. Yeah, see what Max said. That's a good one.
He said they drive you to PlayStation. Now, hey, it was. That's for the millennials, Max. 18 to 29, that ain't happening. I'm gonna show you the facts, man. Look, they are going back to church. And we gotta go over a couple of reasons why I think that is. All right. But yeah, you could definitely call in and explain to me about the PlayStation, the PlayStation theory. All right. I want to hear about that one. All right. But yeah. But to get back to it, you know, it's not just they don't know how to talk to people. It's just that people's priorities are different, bro. Like, think about this. Think about this. I was just watching. I had my kids watching Seinfeld. Right. That show was in the '90s, early '90s, late '80s, early '90s, like the first couple episodes. Right. And everything they did was, "What you doing this weekend? What you doing this weekend?" Right. Because there was nothing to do. You didn't have no 12 different apps to watch your show and binge watch all day. You didn't have all these video games in the house. If you did, you in that time you went to the theater, right? You went to no, not the theater, the arcade in the
Arcade.
mall. Yeah,
Mhm.
you was even doing that with around people. You know what I'm saying? If you was a gamer, right?
You
So
know what?
there wasn't a lot to do.
My bad. I had to put this up.
Queen going in on the men. He
Hey,
said, I keep
man, go
saying it
ahead.
that a group of men are fruity and only God can save their thirst for each other. Oh my God.
Man,
We
you
ain't
know
talking about
what?
this. We ain't talking about the small group of men. We talking about most of these men out here that ain't getting them friends. They ain't getting them friendships that they
I
need.
don't know.
Right.
Well, I don't. Well, hell, I don't know. Yeah, most of their
I mean,
friends.
I'll tell
I'm
you
gonna say
this,
it
book
again.
in Georgia, she ain't lying. In Georgia, that is a real thing.
Oh
In
yeah.
Midtown. In Midtown. No,
Nowadays,
Midtown
yeah.
in Midtown, yeah. All right.
Yeah, half of their
Um
friends get killed before they can get older or something. Yeah, you got to think about that too. I
Well,
don't know.
that's a small amount in the hood, man. That ain't most
I
people.
don't know. I grew up with all my friends. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it.
But that's what I'm saying. But
Maybe I'm
you
lost.
better than they talking about 18 to 29. This is happening, right? So
That's
here
sad.
this is they're saying here under 35, so it's not too far from us, but still, it says 25% of young men under 35 in the U.S. feel lonely a lot of the previous day compared to 18% of young women. So 18% of women are saying they feel lonely. And women do have big friend groups, even if they be fake with each other. You know,
Talking
like
about we ain't
you
got
seen them
no
girls.
friends. They always lying. Talking about I ain't got no friends. Then they be going out every weekend with some friends. Where the hell these friends come from?
Max said, "Why you making them watch?" Hey man, I like Seinfeld. I don't care what nobody say. I like that show. I be watching Seinfeld, man.
He
I
said
watch
that's cold.
Seinfeld. He said, "Why you got them watching Seinfeld?" They liked it, man. I like Seinfeld. I like The Office. Damn, I can't
Sure.
even remember the. You ain't like The Office? Look, you ain't like The Office. That's what she said. Come on, man. That show was great, bro. Anyway, I can't believe you don't like The Office and Friends. I watched both of them. Nah, I ain't watch Friends. I mean, Seinfeld and The Office. I couldn't really get into Friends. You said who? That's 90s. That's 90s. Come on, man. That's
I
90s
like
right
that
there, man.
70.
90s
That
had all the
70 show
sitcoms.
was good.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, we had a
70s
lot of
show.
sitcoms. I like that
Yeah,
70 show.
I like the 70s show too. So you had watched the 70s show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got into. I was starting about the 90s
What
show. You know that
what up, X? Oh nah, I couldn't do that. I was like, nah, I'm straight on it. I
I
guess
like Married
I
with
would
Children, one of
Married
my
with
favorite
Children.
sitcoms.
Married with
That's one
Children.
of
I
my
like that one.
favorite sitcoms.
That was good. I was showing them Married with Children too. I was just showing them
Yeah, you
some of the
got to show 'em Al Bundy, man.
old stuff.
Al Bundy's still cool as hell.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, yeah, Jeff, that's right. He said the arcade and the real comic book store. Yeah, that's another thing. You went to the comic book stores and y'all was all there reading and talking to each other. So it was your activities used to force you into dealing with other people. Now your activities don't. So it's not that they're so much scared to talk to people. It's just you like, man, let me go play Call of Duty, and you at the house. You get what I'm saying? You don't get to meet up with people and go play Call of Duty. You feel me? That's where
yeah.
that's going.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's on the internet now. That exactly. So I won't say all of them. I won't just chalk it up to the whole generation scared to talk to people. It's just their interests are leading them to places of isolation. That's basically what's really happening.
Yeah, them niggas supposed to turn out to be serial killers in the end. They need to get a mingle.
No, bro, you just make it. No, they don't. Serious, bro. This is why you need to watch some of them serial killer documentaries. Some people had a lot of friends and were knew how to talk and knew how to pick up women and knew how to talk to everybody. Them are the serial killers, bro.
Or one of them snipers or something, man.
Nah, the serial killers had to have game, bro. They was over. How you think they were luring all them women to their house?
Oh yeah. Hey, man.
And Jeffrey Dahmer was luring all them gay men to his house.
Yeah, man. Listen, man.
They had some gay. I don't know what you talking about.
I don't know what the hell going on with the new generation.
Hey, this new generation trying to get their stuff together. You see them? They. I'm just thinking this is a possibility of why they go into church, right? Look, 40% of men
going to church. That's a good thing.
Yeah, look, 40% of men surveyed in the study had a screening standard for depressive symptoms, and 44% have experienced suicidal ideations within the last 2 weeks.
They suicidal. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Damn, that's 44%.
They need to go to church then.
So yeah, here, this is just Americans. I don't know how I just switched from talking about men to Americans. But anyway, 52% of Americans report feeling lonely, with 47% stating their relationships are not meaningful. That's what I'm talking about, Book. When I mean that even if you have relationships with people, it's superficial because they're trying to use you to get to the next place. You get what I'm saying? They might follow you or talk to you because you got a lot of followers. You see what I'm saying? Back in when we was cool,
they ain't got no real friends. Yeah, they ain't got no real friends. Okay,
right.
I get what you're saying.
We wasn't looking to see how many followers you had. You get what I'm saying?
You cool. Hey, well, hey.
Yeah, so they do have social anxiety. It is a thing, but I can't just say it's their whole generation socially anxious. It's just a lot of people are going. What you say, Book?
Let me say this: if somebody ever cyber attack us
up,
in the internet and the power go out, these folks gonna delete the hell out they self. That's what this let me know.
Actually, I think they will be doing better. There's studies that show that the longer you are on social media, the more depressed you are. So that will actually help them out. Yeah.
Okay.
I think if they could get off social media, they'll be good. It's more impactful. Social media is more impactful on the women, right? So the more they scroll, the more depression they have, right? That's why they said, look, 52% of Americans, they just say that's men and women.
That's sad.
Are lonely. 59% of Americans report having a best friend. So they have one best friend. And 12% say they have no close friends at all.
Damn.
So people have about one friend. And that's where we are. Why you laughing?
Hey,
why you laughing?
That ain't funny, man. That's sad, man. That's really sad.
That's about.
I can't call mine be family. That way, I guess
that's true though. I think people should. Yeah, that's a good thing. I think
come
people
on,
should join. They should find groups. They should find a group of people that y'all get to know each other over the time. We know all about where we all stay at, where we live, how many kids we got. If you married, not married, we know all these things. Yeah, but there's people out here that don't have that. Yeah. He said, yeah, exactly. Back then, if you had followers, that meant you were a cult leader. That is 100% true. I used to always think that was weird. Remember that? But come on now. We was that first Facebook group. Now, I was in college when Facebook started. Remember, it was only colleges, right? So I was the first. I don't know if you remember, used to poke people on Facebook back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But it was called Friends. It was always called Friends. And a weird thing happened where they started calling it followers, bro. And I used to be like, what the hell? I didn't want to hit the follow. I'm not following you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I don't want to follow you, but I got used to it over a while. But I remember at first, I was like, man, I don't want to do that. I want to do that.
Hey, man. Yeah. I think, hey, man, maybe we need to throw something for like people like this. at a club or something. Y'all get to mix and mingle and just meet people, man.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
He said they should behave like human beings, for crying out loud. It's like each generation is forgetting how to function. Yeah, and it's not without. And see, this is where the conspiracies come in. But I mean, a lot of these conspiracies have been coming true, man. Hey, look, if you could take bets on conspiracies over the years, you would be winning, bro. You would have a lot of cash in your pocket the way things have been playing out. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I really do believe that this is engineered on purpose. Kamath
You already
Palihapitiya,
said.
one of the founders of Facebook, he doesn't even let his kids go next to nowhere near any devices that have apps that have social media on it. He doesn't let them do it. He said they designed it this way on purpose. He admit that he was a part of it. Jeff said, yeah, I remember thinking that following was a weird choice. Yeah. That whole follower is weird. Yeah, Twitter. Yeah.
So I'm like you, the motor. When we ain't here no more, the next generation gonna be Idiocracy. What that movie called? when our ass ain't here no more.
Oh, bro.
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said Bill Gates doesn't let his kids have an Xbox. It's crazy how you would and I remember Cardi did something similar too. It's crazy how you would profit off of people, but when it comes to your kids, you like, you ain't doing that. You remember when
Cardi B don't let her kids listen to her music.
Yeah.
But you let
And
everybody else
Bill Gates don't let them have Xbox. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, they know, bro. All right. So so that's one of the reasons why I think that men are going to the church. All right, but they have an article about this right here. All right, so let's see what they think. All right, they say young men are leading a religious resurgence. It's like it's happening right now as we speak.
That's good.
It's all
That's a good thing.
right. Look, it has been decades, and when I say decades, I mean decades. Long decline of people leaving church. You've seen it, bro. Look, we've all seen it. Definitely our generation, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely, I know for a fact.
Yeah.
When
we was younger, we had to go to church every Sunday.
We did. But what we do when we became adults?
Stop
You know what I'm
going. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what they mean.
Going.
It was decades long decline.
I said I'm going to church that week. I ain't been in so long. I said I ain't been to church a long time.
That's funny that we brought this up and you going in.
Brought this up. I said I was going that week.
Wow. All right, so Christianity is starting making a comeback in the U.S. and other Western countries. So it's like it's so weird. It's like everybody is just feeling this at the same time. You know what I'm saying? If you're religious or not religious, it's just something that is just something crazy to observe. Like, wow, okay. So they said we've seen a plateau of non-religion in America. A political scientist at Eastern Illinois University, Gen Z is not much less religious than their parents, and that's a big deal. All right, so this is from Pew Research. All right, they got. I can show you this a lot of analysis and data that they have on Pew Research. We'll go in there in a second. All right, so Americans born in the 70s are 63% Christian. Okay. 80s babies are 53% Christian. 90s babies were 46% Christian. You see how it was just declining every time?
Yeah.
But after 2000s, so this the Gen Z kids, there has no longer been a decline. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna see why they think it is. Let's see if we.
Let me say this though. Now you know I ain't rock with Trump. That is one good thing Trump did. He put the Bible back in school. I give him that.
The Bible's in school.
Yeah, the prayer back in school.
Let me show you this here.
I give him that.
Let's see. All right. So this is something they got to say about it. And it's not just Christianity too. I've seen a lot of these streamers, Aiden Ross. I can't remember that boy's name. Man, I can't remember his name, but it's one other one too. He's a big streamer. He's now a Muslim. I seen Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner became a Muslim. You seen that?
She changed her ways.
She did.
Okay,
I don't know what happened. She did change.
Oh, now you know who I'm thinking of.
When last time you see Brittany Renner doing anything crazy?
No, I'm thinking of the basketball girl, Brittany Griner.
Oh, no, hell no.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Nah. Anyway, let's Brittany Griner. I can't see her doing that'll be a thing to see. All right, let's check it.
Gen Z is returning to God. And the reason I think they're returning to God is because they see what Deli's talking about. They see what's going on TikTok. They see the mandates.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. So TikTok, they get to see everything that, everybody's life isn't private no more. So you get to see everything, and you get to see their lifestyle, and you get to see how it's turning out for them. You get what I'm saying? So that might have other people, because it's not like a lot of Christian influencers that are huge that are doing anything in any of these spaces, really. All right. And one other reason I think, Boog, that the young generation is, the young generation always has a counterculture. It's always a counter. So in the 50s, remember their parents were heavily religious. Everybody's parents was heavily religious. Everybody was heavily religious, right? And the hippies came from those parents. The hippies were the counterculture. The counterculture was free love, doing LSD, right? Smoking weed, partying, listening to rock and roll, having sex outside of marriage.
But they need to clear this up, though. It's just the Gen Z men going back to church now. Y'all know what the women doing with them damn crystals and that witchcraft.
Yeah, it is mostly the men right now. But
Yeah,
you know how
it
goes. The men do lead either way, if they like it or not. They do start to take the trends of the men. So we'll take it back to, we gotta go way back now. We're going back to the Victorian era, because you gotta remember, before then, you know how Rome was before the Victorian era. It was like sex in the streets. They was having sex with sheep and goats, right? They had that resurgence in the what's that called? That Victorian period, the Age of Enlightenment.
Yeah.
In that time.
You know why I'm saying that though, Tony? You know, Georgia got the biggest coat of witches down here. They said that was on the news now.
Bro, where I live it's a huge amount of them. It's a lot. They got a whole row. You might as well call it Witches Row. Right?
Yeah, you can remember witches in Georgia. So you get a girl from down here, be careful.
Well, shoot. I just saw this girl. They were mad at this girl. She just came out and she spilled the beans. She was like, there's Facebook groups. And there are a bunch of witches on a Facebook group. And if you sleep, like, say you was like cheating on her or something like that, or you hurt her, you did something to her. You see what I'm saying? If you did something to that woman, she goes to the Facebook group and I'm gonna find that video. But she'll they'll all chant, they'll all do chants on you to, like, go, I don't know, get into a car accident or something bad happen to you, lose your job, whatever it is. And she was like, man, I'm telling y'all better stop messing with these women, because they go into these Facebook groups, and they said a lot of them.
I told you about the girls I work with. Remember I told you the story about them? Hey, that stuff work for real. That's why I try to stay on their good side. Remember I told you about the girls? You better stay on their good side then, because they over there. They said we good. We still good. I don't see them no more like that when I work with them.
I'm talking about the guys that they was talking about in the the ones they was talking about in the Facebook groups. Yeah, so, but yeah, let's get back to this though. So yeah, but they see what's going on social media, so that could be causing them, because they're just doing a counterculture, and the younger generation likes to, basically, going to church is counter to what the older folks are doing, because the older folks are mostly liberal. Mostly everybody's liberal, so they're making their own counterculture.
Let me say that the liberal, this is what killed me with them. They say some of them say they Christian. Man, the liberal attitude go against everything the Bible speaks against.
No, they don't say they Christian. Liberals.
No, some of them do. They support the Democrats. They go against everything that the Bible say don't do.
Well, no, they say they spiritual. They usually say spiritual. They don't usually say Christian.
Man. I like that. Yeah. The Bible. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying, that's why it's counterculture, because they see the aunties and unks. We the aunties and unks now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they call us
So they see them and they like, we want to make our own little car, and you'll see as we go on. I'm gonna show you more, but it's a lot of them starting to just go back.
What I'm saying, Charlie, is like the liberal, they accept everything that the Bible say go against. America accept it, so they accept it. What you think all that?
You said someone do claim? Okay, I always hear them.
That's all I'm saying.
I always hear them say, "Yeah, I believe in a higher spirit." Or
hey, I remember Solomon and Gomorrah when I was in church. I remember he told the wife, "Don't look back," and he turned there the same about some of the same stuff America was into. So that's all I'm saying. Maybe it's just me. I don't who remember.
Hey, is that happening, Queen? Y'all hit the like button for us. Thank you, Queen. I didn't know. Damn, we had 22 people and no likes. Hit the like button, please. Just hit the doorbell before you come in the house, please. Ring the doorbell before you come in, please.
Bring it, man.
All right. He said there are witches in the church pretending to be Christian. Okay. Well, so let's get back to what she was saying here.
They see the satanic stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They're
that too.
There's another big thing.
That they
I forgot about all these satanic worshipers. There's a lot of them too.
Well, they're out. They're more in the open now than ever. So that could be another reason why. Because you remember that girl, like, what was her name? Bad Baby or something like that. That little I can't remember that girl name.
Yeah, Bad Baby.
It was a Bad Baby. She was at. Remember how she said she went to that Manson party in Cali, and they wanted her cell phone and they wanted to take some of her blood for her to get in.
I said, boy, I ain't going to no party like that. No,
So just imagine that was like 2 years ago, right? So these 16-year-olds that saw that now turning of age, now they want to go back to church because they see stories like that. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense.
How the hell you believe in the devil but don't believe in God? I don't get
people that believe in the devil do believe in God. What are you talking about? They think the devil's the light bearer. So the people you're thinking of atheists. So atheists don't believe in nothing. So but Satanists do believe that there's that was Woe Vicky. Okay. Satanists do believe in God. They just think that the devil is right and they think God's wrong. So that's what you're mixing up, bud.
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me go. Let's play this.
Growing up in a world with heightened social media, with TikTok, with Twitter, with everything being so angry, all of these people sitting behind their phones and shouting, and cable news media being just something they don't want to be part of at all. They don't want part of mainstream TV at all. They see a lot of this stuff and it feels very dark to them. Gen Z.
Okay, so what do you think about that? They feel like everything's just dark. Maybe they feel like the church, they could find
just look at listen, man.
They could find a happy place there.
Churches, a lot of these churches ain't right no more. So it's like it all depends, you know what I'm saying? So God ain't never make no religion no way, to be honest with you. He ain't never create no religion. So
that's true.
All that old stuff, Christianity, Catholic, Baptist, God ain't never created no damn religion. And so here they look at the world.
Again, Queen, what Queen say?
Yeah, you can look at the world and see
how I also remember my pastor telling the truth about this weird shit going on. In today's world, they didn't sit back for a buck. They told the truth.
Yeah, they told the truth. Like that one preacher. I liked him when he had that the Decepticon come in his church and he told him, you got to get out of here unless you're going to come dressed like a man. You can't come in my church.
That's what I remember, Chris. He said, most of them claim spirituality in Christianity. That's what I was thinking. What else? They said they started believing in God after the devil is real. Oh, okay. After realizing the devil is real. That's why they're going back to church. If they seeing all that satanic stuff going on, because social media is sharing more than ever. That could be definitely one of the reasons. All right, let's check out this one right here. All right, so see what they got to say here. Check this out.
Nobody saw that coming. Everybody labeled Gen Z in particular as a godless generation, a truly atheist generation. All of a sudden, young men have just come raging back with a fire for real masculinity, for truth, for God. Right now, Bible sales in America are up 22% this last year alone. The church is seeing more new members of Christianity than any other year in modern history. You're watching these mass baptism events on college campuses. The Ohio State football players have a podcast about their faith, and they talk about the gospel in between weekend games.
Yeah. So yeah, that was another thing on tallest campuses. I would have never thought that would be happening at the tallest
Nah, I
campus.
never
I ain't
thought
gonna lie,
about it. Not
bro.
in college campus.
It has been a trend of them getting mass baptized. I don't. This is their generation. This is
But
what they
look, they
on right now.
needed to take their masculinity back because it was shot for. They need well, they still got to work on that, but it was shot for a long time for a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
So that's the thing, though, right? So we see young kids in college campus, out of all places, but come on now, college campus, definitely like at a white school, keg drinking, like upside down, drinking the keg, beer pong, in the black parties, you remember you doing Jello shots and some lean and like, you know what I'm saying? It was all type of stuff going on in the college campus.
Oh my
They
God.
talking about mass baptisms going on in college
Yeah,
campus.
yeah.
What? The
Nothing
Bible
wrong with that.
sales are up 22% this year.
Nothing wrong with that. I ain't even mad at them. You know what I'm saying?
But
Nothing wrong with that.
it's clearly it's something triggering in people. And then I'm gonna go to the other one because I think it's celebrities. I'm gonna show you it's a bunch of these celebrities now starting to come out, and we'll get to that, but they're starting to come out and say, and I think a lot of people are followers at the end of the day. I really do. So I think them seeing their favorite celebrities and influencers and ones that men usually watch, like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan used to be a big atheist, right? Now
Yeah,
he's going to church now, bro. Yeah,
well, it improved. Well, you see, Malcolm
started.
The crucifixion was real by mistake.
Oh, did NASA do that?
Yeah, NASA did that by mistake. You didn't see the article on that? They proved that God's crucifixion was real. They've been mad at Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson been telling you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Didn't Mel got blackballed for a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he still is blackballed.
Oh, he's still blackballed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here goes. They're saying young women are much more liberal than young men now. So this is between 18 to 29. Look at the gap. You see how close it used to be? Right? Women were always more liberal. Right? They actually have flipped because in the 60s and 50s, men were more liberal. But this is just from 1998. But if this was to go back to the 50s and 60s, women were way more conservative and men were way more liberal back then. So it has done a complete flip. So now in today's time, look at this gap. Look how big that gap is, man. Guys, we had a deviation of 5, maybe even less than that. I would say that's 28. A deviation of 3. So I would say men went down slightly to more conservative, but they are steady. They have been pretty much steady. Because it's only 3 deviations from 2028. So we're about 25 now, right? Whereas women have went from 30, I'll say that's 29, to about 44. So that's 15% deviation from where they were. They're way more they moved more liberal, where men have stayed about the same.
Well, that's the reason you won't get no marriages.
So that makes the gap. That makes the gap even more so. And if this gender war keeps going on, I could see men continuing to go down to more conservative and women continuing to go to more liberal. So what do you think is going to happen with men and women in the next 5 to 10 years? Then,
won't be a lot of marriages. Won't be a lot of kids.
We already don't got a lot of marriages.
Ain't gonna be no kids then.
We already don't got a lot of marriages. What can happen after that?
Hey man, they're gonna give them some robots or something. I don't know what they're gonna do.
The robot. Oh yeah, dang, that's even worse. I forgot about the robots coming in.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Dang, it's definitely more robots coming into the mix.
You gotta think how these new generation, these Gen Z women talk, but I don't think nobody want to marry none of them.
And no, Gen Z. Oh yeah, Gen Z. Yeah.
I'm talking about the women, the new Gen Z women talk.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If the men are becoming, well, they're not even like becoming. They're like the same, right? Still at that conservative level where the women are becoming more liberal. Then they're gonna be clashing.
Yeah,
that's gonna be happening all day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. So we got this chart. Let's show this flip here. Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is religious attendance from 1940s to now, right? They've been tracking this. According to the AP, it says women were attending more. I told you back then women were going more than men. All right. So
Yeah, you gotta think, mama and them still religious. Mama, aunties, they still religious like that.
women were attending way more than men did back then. You see what I'm saying? Men was at that 35% mark. Women were at 42% mark. They both did in the 70s. Free love, the hippie era, bro. The 70s right here, it was a huge
Nobody go to
decline for
church.
men.
Nobody go to
during
church.
during the hippies era, bro. That was over with, bro.
Yeah, church.
I'm going to church. They was too busy going to Woodstock. They didn't going to no damn church. The LSD was hitting hard. Some of that acid, they was tripping. Anyway, so you see it started to come back. It started to slowly rise. It's going back. Still not as attending as much as they did in the 40s, but it's still a rise. But you see women kind of, once they hit down there, they've been kind of just staying down there. You get what I'm saying? Where men now have started to attend church again.
Yeah, it flipped.
And if it flipped here too. See, men never used to attend here, right? And as the 80s went, the one that we're attending, now men are attending more, where women are never attending more. So
Right.
that it's a crazy flip there, right? That's a wild flip. All right, so that's my thing. It's like, is it the loneliness male epidemic? Is it the lack of fatherhood? Because we have one guy, he was thinking that a lot of guys don't have a father figure, so they're searching. They're searching.
I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they see what's going on in the world. They're like, hey man, maybe you need to go to church. Maybe God is real.
Yeah. Let's see this right here.
Gen Z men.
Oh,
Why?
my bad.
I believe that a tremendous amount of this generation has grown up in a fatherless environment. By one definition or another, either they do not live in the same house with their birth father, they don't have a relationship with him, or they live in the same house, they're just not getting the paternal counsel and direction that they need. Whenever you look at the church, it is under the authority of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, and Christ is the head of the church, as he is submitted to God the Father. When you connect with the church, you find the relationship, direction, leadership that you crave. Every individual wants to know, who am I? What do I do? How do I do it? It requires someone to
So basically, he's saying they're searching for somebody to tell them how to go about their lives.
Yeah,
to
but
do
all
better.
these churches ain't right. So
Well,
we
get that. Well, we don't want to get, because I don't want to get into like the small. Of course, you go.
I was ain't no
to that
small
church.
percentage. A lot of these churches
No,
ain't right.
I'm not saying small percentage. I'm saying into the particulars of it. I'm just saying them looking for God. Because if they, because you remember that one church, he locked them in there talking about you need to pay your tithes, right? Like, I done sold you some of these churches. That dude was over there doing Street Fighter moves on the people in the church, right? Like,
what the hell man.
Oh my God. So yeah, that could be one of the reasons that he stated. It was one other. Let's see. Let's get a guy that's going back, young guy. Let's see what he says.
This year I started going back to church for the first time in maybe 7-8 years. And I never knew that I needed something in a community so much until I stepped back in to the house of God. I was one of those kids that grew up going to church every single Sunday, got to college and completely fell away from my faith, and honestly didn't know if I was ever going to find my way back to church. I was always a believer in Christ, but I felt like I was lost and I felt like I couldn't find the right home until this year. And I haven't been able to go every Sunday, but when I'm able to go to church, the energy that I feel while I'm there and the energy that I get when I get home, it sets my week up in such a way that I really can't even describe it. The impact that it's had on me this year has been, it's almost impossible to put into words. From a business standpoint, from a relationship standpoint, how I carry myself, my confidence. Look, I know that you guys follow me for real estate and business advice, but if there's one piece of advice that you can take away from me, at least this year, explore it, see what's out there, try church out, and look at the impact it's going to have on a lot of aspects of your life that you might not have even thought could be changed.
See, so if you have influencers saying stuff like this, they might hear the part of him saying, yeah, since I started going to church, my business started doing better. People might just start going because of that. Like, what? You say what? They might start going because of people saying things like this here. You know what I'm saying? So not saying it's all just like some genuine thing, but it is people like, all right, let me go back. All right, what about this guy here? So this dude, he left the streets. He's a young, what we call the YNs. He young boy, very young. And
I did the same thing when I went to church one long time ago. Hey, I ain't mad at it. Hey, they see that. Tell me it's
you've been out ever since. You've been out ever since. You've been out the streets. But yeah, let's check it out.
Every man that's in your life is not going to walk out on you. Okay? I need you to push me to help him. I need to push you to help him. Because the streets ain't going to get you, bro.
That's a real church.
She like it, man. Yep.
Yeah, I think people need a place to belong, man. I think people need a place to belong, man.
And I'm gonna say this, I've been telling you, find your little church. I always say that. Don't do them big mega churches. I say, hey man,
find a little church, yeah.
Yeah,
find a little church.
Them usually be the ones that really trying to teach you something, trying to get you.
Got a better chance. Yeah, I think you got a better chance.
Big churches ain't the move. Like you see your boy TD Jake step down. See churches like that. That ain't it. That ain't it. You got rich out of y'all and step down.
Elena says she loves seeing things like this. Yeah, I think sometimes you need a place to feel welcome, bro. I think definitely with this loneliness. That's why I think the loneliness might be playing a big part. He might have felt alone out there doing whatever he was in the streets, and he felt overwhelmed because he feels like these people actually showing him real love. That's probably why he started crying. What do you think? Why do you think he started crying like that?
Hey man, something just hit you when you hit that. Once you hit that church, and you just start thinking about a lot of stuff you've been through. A lot of stuff just hit you, man. It just happens like that. You can feel when you go to a real church, you can feel something.
You think he was acting? You think this guy was acting?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I done been through this before. Something really hit you when you go to a real church. Now I ain't talking about one of them fake ass churches. Excuse my language. But you want a real church?
Yeah.
So I'm really
okay. Let's see. What time we at? All right. So we good. All right, so let me show you this here. So we got a lot of people wanting to go back to church. You know who I think will bring people back to church, Bug? Now you ain't no millennial if you don't remember this dude. All y'all who had Access TV know this dude. This dude need to come back. I don't know where he at. No. He need to come back so he get these boys back in school, bro. I mean, back in church.
Then you shall call, and the Lord shall answer. Then you shall cry, and the Lord shall say. Shall spring forth. Then you shall call, and the Lord shall answer.
You know who else need to come back there?
Then you shall cry, and the Lord shall say.
This guy.
There I go.
You know,
you remember watching
back, you got to bring one more back now. You know that dude talking about in the Lord. Remember him? You do all that screaming all the time on the. You got to bring both of them back. And if you go bring him back, you got to bring the other one back. Lord.
Hold on one second.
You always screaming. Man, what are you screaming for, man? Yeah, man. The one dude you do all that damn screaming on the damn church on that. I think he came on BET. Matter of fact, late night. I like buddy just screaming like hell. Yeah, he do got some of the best knee.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, that dude right there, bro, that dude right there gonna get these young boys back. What we up? 22%? He gonna get you to 45, bro. Talking about he said, here I
got the
go.
pimp perm, got the shirt off, living mystical. Here I go. Hey, bro,
right there, you have me rolling.
Oh, say it. Hey, man.
Oh man. Yeah, we gotta get him, bro.
Oh, the cursing
pastor
passed away now. Yeah, he ain't here no more. So, I know the cursing pastor out of Detroit.
The curse?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't remember that one.
Pastor. Yeah, he died. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember him.
Yeah, he from Detroit. He from Michigan. We had the Dell pastor. Remember, we had the Dell preacher down here. They had the cursing pastor in Detroit. Remember the Dell preacher we had in Atlanta? Remember he did 5 points.
Yeah, don't do that, bro. He had all the girls terrified. He was chasing with a Bible. Good.
Yeah. Hey, we had him at 5 points, man. Hey, all in Atlanta, boy. Hey, boy, I wish y'all could have seen some of the stuff I done seen.
Oh, man, I wish I recorded that man, bro. He should be on the internet, bro.
And that one lady, too. Yeah.
That girl be
running late for you to be at 5 points.
Chasing with the Bible, bud.
The dude, you didn't know what he was saying, but that lady talking about y'all some hoes. Put on some clothes. All of you some whores. Yeah. Like that.
Man, bro, what? That dude is aggressive, bro. See, that's exactly why they started running in the first place.
Yeah.
Aggressive man.
Dell preacher. I don't know if he's still around no more. But hey, the Dell preacher, boy, he'd go, I don't know what he used to be saying, but he was saying something. He was going in on them folks. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. Say them folks with the Bible, man. Hey, man. Oh
my gosh. Yeah, man. So
what's the name of the song? Jesus Christ is my nigga. I ain't never heard that type. I ain't never heard that song.
Yeah, I don't know that song, bro.
I ain't never heard that one. Oh, boy.
Let's see. I got this one. Yeah, I'm gonna see if y'all remember this guy. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna send this. Hey, I gotta send it to myself so I can put it on the computer because it's on my phone.
Look it up. I'm tired. Hey, he's looking up something rapping about God. The dude from Abbott Elementary rapping about God.
See.
Okay.
Wait, Abbott Elementary dude? You talking about Everybody Hate Chris?
I don't know. Hey,
Everybody Hate Chris rapping about God.
Tyson, it's a classic. Play it. Jesus is my name. Hey, y'all gonna make me really look this song up.
I'm about to. Oh, yeah, I think I got one. Let me see. This might be one everybody remember. Yeah, that man will have everybody coming back, bro. Right, real quick.
Yeah. But he do that. Mike Brian Mother here his comedy show one time. In the law.
Let's see.
Gotta make this stuff up.
Oh wait. This better be good. I don't know. I don't remember this guy here. But I think y'all might remember. All right. Can you see it? Let me know if you can see the screen.
Oh, he just texted too.
Can you see it?
Hold up. Go ahead.
Oh wait.
Nah, not yet. I gotta go grab my phone, okay?
Here we go.
Yeah, I see it now.
The sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, Jesus Christ. So put on the armor of God, Jesus Christ.
We love you, God. So we do it for God. Jesus Christ.
What?
It's true.
All right, man.
Christ. So we do it for. We love you, God.
Wow.
Let me get my phone back and send it to you. Tyson sent it to my phone.
What?
Hold on.
Jesus Christ. No, I don't think he could bring him back, man. I think that one looking like a pimp might could bring him back. I don't know about this guy. I don't think he could bring him back to it.
Yo, man, he just the man breakdancing.
He's breakdancing for Jesus Christ. That man say he breakdancing.
Tyson just sent it to you. I'm gonna send it to your phone. I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh man. Yeah, just send it to the email. Send it to the email.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Send it to the email. All right, and I'll pull it up. Is it all right, so
I just sent it to the one.
They say he has a mental condition though. Okay.
Who has a mental?
All right. We about to show the avatars and then get to the next part. Probably have some people call in. I know it was a lot to show. I didn't even show Joe Rogan. Probably I'll show some of that when he call in. All right. But I want to show y'all one thing, bro. I just thought this was the best laugh I had in a long time, book. And I was like, bro, I gotta show y'all this, bro. And then we play these avatars, and then we'll get y'all to call in and get y'all opinions of why it seems like there's such a resurgence right now, or it not seems like it is a resurgence of these young men going back to church. Oh, and then and this one video I gotta play because this one woman seems mad about men going back to church. It's really weird. I don't know, but let's go.
She got the devil in her. That's what my grandma was saying.
You goddamn little fucking shit!
These folks ain't right.
Bruh, it's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Shut, Norris. I knew it.
Let me run some track. Well, he hopped up there.
Oh!
Look at these boys.
Oh my God. No.
Oh, the cactus, bro.
Oh God. Nice, yo, dude.
Hey, that boy he can go to the NBA. Oh, God.
Buddy, get me, boy.
You can run it, better believe I got. Oh, yep, that was my shit.
He's singing Chris Brown.
I gotta lay down, Lord. Oh, Lord, have mercy upon me. Let me get the hell on up out of here. Oh, man. Baby, drop the people packages. I promise you I ain't no bad worker. I think I'm at the wrong house. Yeah!
You know what? God. I saw one yesterday. He just left the whole car.
That would have me rolling, bro. He said, I promise I ain't no bad worker. I promise, Jesus. Oh, Lord, that means he was singing Chris Brown, bro. Oh, man, that man fell hard as hell. Twice, bro. Had me rolling. All right, man, let's get these avatars going, man.
That's crazy.
Talking about who run it, do you see who run it, run? I don't even know the words to that damn song, but this man bust his ass, did a split. All right, so man, shout out to all the people delivering the packages out there, man. Y'all going through a lot, man. Y'all sliding on everybody's ice on they deck and running from these little badass dogs. Y'all need to put y'all dogs up, man. Damn, that messed up. All right, so let's go ahead.
Yeah, that
some of the avatars. Shout out Gina. Gina's big mad, and she ain't taking no mess. This is one of the OG members and the first paid
Patreon member. Your custom avatars on deck.
All right. Shout out to X.
We got X in the building. One of the original OGs. Just became a mad spender. Mad one, stand up.
Yeah, that's right, Danielle. What's happening, Queen?
This woman loves to hold her man down, and she doesn't take no mess. Y'all show some love for Danielle.
All right. And everybody out like they forgot about Dre. What up, Dre? Let's go.
This man went outside during the solar eclipse, came back with superpowers. Now he lifts up his car just for fun. Y'all show some love for the newest big spender, Andre.
Look at this. Look what Jeff said. Jeff said they said ding dong ditch. Now it's ding dong dong.
Oh, great.
Ding dong gone. Get it? You get it, bud? Get it? All right. Who we got next?
Well,
all right, we got Jeff in the
This
building.
man is super mad about what y'all are saying too, but he still has time to crack jokes. Y'all give it up for Jeff.
All right. And we got Max. Let's go,
Allow
Max.
me to introduce the man with the greenery that's from another land, but it blends with the scenery. Facts, direct, young, black, leader. Don't tell him to relax. He's already Max. Leisure.
That's right. Tyson in the house.
Y'all don't want this man to snap, because when he snaps, it might just bring on the end of the world. Don't make him angry. Tice, ignite.
All right. We got Laden in the
Just
building.
like her mama, you make her mad, she gonna throw stones. Everybody welcome Laden.
Yeah, ill Will. Oh wait, is Will here? I don't think Will's here today. I ain't seen Will.
See Will.
X-Lax is here though.
Yeah, he here.
So we got X-Lax.
This man is here to stop all the bullshit thrown at him. Mr. X-Lax.
That's right. Gooner. Shout out to you.
You done piss me off. Ha. Watch out, now I'm pissed. Tell me who you're talking to. Listen.
All right, Charlie. What up, Charlie?
He's just an alien inspired by love, reminding people that every day above ground is a good one. You want facts or fiction, he'll find them both. Charlie Funk.
Hey, Bug, drop that drop the link in the chat so they come on. Let's get their opinions on some of these things. So who am I missing?
You get X?
Okay. Yeah, I did X, didn't I? X, did I do yours?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did after Gina.
Okay. Let me see. Max did. Type in Helena.
Oh, yeah. Helena.
And Chrissy.
And Chrissy. Okay. I got him. Is UP here today too? And
Oh yeah, UP. Yeah, I see UP or something.
here?
I think that
Okay.
boy, yeah, I see UP.
Okay, Helena. Okay, we got Chrissy. Busting them over here. That's what you wanted to do. That's what Chrissy wanted to do to you yesterday, bud. Bust you over your head.
Yeah, we good. We chopped it up. We chopped it up.
Okay, and who you said? Oh, UP. Shout out to UP.
Yeah,
all right. What you got on my 40, homie?
UP. I want to see how the new Friday gonna go without Debo.
What up? What up? Jesus is my nigga. What's going on?
Good. Tight, good. Tight turns it every day.
What's up? Hey, nothing. So what you think, man? Why you think is it the matter of fact, man, before we even do that, there was one other thing I forgot to play before. It was a lot of videos I found on this, but all right. Let's get this opinion here.
Gen Z men are
Wait, can y'all see the screen? Oh wait.
Nah.
Okay, here we go.
Now we can.
Okay.
Gen Z men are flocking to the church Why are we surprised? Be so for real. Sure, you've seen an article or a video about this somewhere that Gen Z men are indeed much more religious and conservative than their female counterparts, specifically white Gen Z men. Do you know that there's a strong correlation between perceived victimhood, so essentially thinking you're the victim even when you're not, and being an evangelical Christian? The strongest that correlation is for 19-year-old young men. American evangelical Christianity does is promises a spot in the social hierarchy for those young men. I saw another video that said once women start to overtake men in a certain sector or area or job or whatever, it all of a sudden loses its value. Do you know the one place where women are not going to overtake men? It's going to be American evangelical Christianity, the birthplace of the true evil.
Yeah.
Nationalism really hold on to those traditional values, traditional gender norms.
That's where she was
Never,
going with this.
ever.
She with the stuff that I just said in the Bible again.
All right, so she's doing it. She's saying they're doing that so they will never let a woman be in charge. All right, so what y'all thoughts on that?
That's a bunch of bull.
Okay. You just that's it. You just over already.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been over it. As soon as she started opening her mouth, and that was over it. Like it's a bunch of bull.
I don't see what's wrong with them going to church. I mean, why do they have to have a negative spin to it? They're doing it so they
feel
can
the
control
need
us.
to They feel the need to diagnose everything. Right. That's what it is.
Right. Yeah.
Did you hear what she said? Gender normacy and stuff like. That's why you don't like it. Yeah. You just heard what she just said.
What do you think about that, Charlie? You agree with Tice, or you got something else?
I do kind of agree with Tice on that. Like, people always feel the need to diagnose what's going on as if it's some big, and like they said in that report you was reading, like it's some epidemic or something like that. When really, life just be going through cycles, dog. Like that's what I put in the chat. It's like
it is cycles.
You feel me? Like people be looking at information and they be like, oh shit, there's some new information. And if they wasn't taught how to decipher information, they just go with whatever information look or feel good to them at the moment. You feel me? Because you can really just do whatever you want to do in this world. So that's what they end up doing. And then they start seeing that might not work for them. And then they go, well, this ain't working. So I'm going to go with what's been working.
Exactly.
Right. Well, yeah.
Pendulum swinging in the opposite direction. It swung so far liberal. Now it's swinging back conservative.
So that's what I was thinking. Because remember, I said in the 50s they were hella conservative, and their kids went and they started that free love movement, and the hippies movement and the drug and whatever else. And now we're like so far into the left that they're just like, well, our counterculture, what's cool to us for the young people is going to church. That's cool.
Right.
And now that's becoming
you couldn't talk about nobody on the internet without being a problem. They counsel culture.
I want to show y'all one more. I want to show you one more thing and get y'all opinion on this because this is a celebrity. Now, remember I told you I think it's because a lot of celebrities are starting to go over. So let me show you this here. That could be playing a part as to why at least some of the ones that have more followers.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, so let's check this one out here.
Have you encountered difficulty expressing this in
Let me go to because he's basically asking him as a Christian in Hollywood. Are you scared to talk about it? Yeah, are you scared to talk about it? Or all right, so let me go to the part where he answers.
I have had, and I won't throw any people under the bus, but I have had moments where I was on stage receiving an award in front of my peers in Hollywood. And there were people in the crowd that I have prayed with before dinners many times. And when I thank God, I saw some of those people go to clap, but then notice that, well, it's going to be a bad thing on my resume, and then sit back on their hands.
They let you know Hollywood. They let you know what's going on up there.
So that's Hollywood. Why can't they clap for Jesus? Why they gotta sit on their hands for their career?
We know who runs Hollywood.
Hey,
come on, man.
I got a lot of thoughts about that, and it's probably. I mean, to be honest,
why you think they sit on their hands?
Okay, I'm gonna just say it. People seem to think that the Bible outlaws homosexuality. It doesn't. It just simply does not. It speaks upon a man lying with a man and a woman lying with, actually, it only speaks on a man lying with a man. And it says that it is a abomination. If you look up the definition of abomination, that word does not mean you're going to hell. It don't mean it's a sin. It just means that it is the end of life. Two men can't come together and create life. The basic instructions before leaving Earth are simply to follow an order of operations to be fruitful, if that's what you wish to do. You feel me? So they got this impression because people get a hold of the Bible and start steering it how they want to steer it. And they say, no, you can't be gay. You can't come in here like that. That's shameful. You can't do this. You can't dress like that when the Bible say come as you are.
Okay. So the question is, what's they got to do with the Hollywood part though?
Well, if they feel like if we put in liberal and conservative on the Bible and on religion instead of just saying come as you are, then all of a sudden they start feeling like, well, if I clap for this, I'm clapping for something that's anti what I actually stand for, which is me being me. They feel like if I clap for this, now I'm clapping for something conservative because the conservatives follow Christianity so much.
No. Well, I hear what you're saying on the whole people interpret the Bible how they want to. But what I'm saying is the part of they're scared to express their beliefs in Hollywood.
Right.
That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because of that conservative standpoint that everybody get from Christianity or from the Bible, they be afraid to be in the quote unquote liberal space and applaud that because they feel like that's going to hinder them in some sort of way, because now they feel like, oh, well, this person might be looking at me like, oh, I'm a Christian, but I'm an ally. Well, yeah, I'm both. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't judge. My beliefs tell me not to judge. So yes, I'm an ally and I'm a Christian.
What up, Queen?
I'm just trying to wonder who the hell is Jesus is my nigga. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Jesus is my nigga. Like I done ran into the wrong shit.
You know his voice. You know his voice, Queen. You know who that is.
So what you think about it, Queen?
What do you think about them sitting on their hands and not clapping if they scared to say they Christian in Hollywood?
Because they signed that contract. And Cat Williams said it. The first thing is to act like they didn't. So of course they're gonna, they can't worship it like they supposed to because it goes against what they truly worship. So they sit on their hands and act like, yeah, I got some godly things about me. But in actuality, you all worship the devil.
Yeah, they worship the devil, yeah.
Yeah. I can see the higher ups. If the people that are casting the movie and so on and so forth, like the directors, and they're the ones responsible for your paycheck. I can see them.
Also, a lot of them are Jewish.
Well, we know we know what they say about them in Revelation.
That's the one.
We already know what Revelation say about them.
That's the word that can't be said these days.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's their belief. That's their belief system. So I doubt that they're gonna be applauding Christianity if they have a religion as well.
And I was about to say, there's that, and the fact that you got some that are Scientologists, you have some who are Muslim, you got some who are.
Who know what that part of the Bible say about them people you just said, Charlie?
Yeah.
Who know what the part of the Bible say about them, the people you just said. So I don't even want to talk about them. But anyway, Candace Owens got kicked off the show.
I know one thing I wanted to talk about up here was these young men flocking back to the system of God.
Okay, yeah. So what do you think about that, Queen?
I really think that they fighting with their spirit. I feel like half of them like each other and they know it's against what God has set out for men to women. And I feel because they're wrestling with social media, telling them that the experience is okay, that some of them actually want to fight against it. It's in them though. These young people been eating more Fruit Loops than I can name. Let's just keep it real. Boys with more boys, girls are with more girls. They just over here eating buckets of Fruit Loops.
But what about the fact that a lot of them are virgins still, and they
I would have to see this. I would out of that group that's flocking back to the church. I would like to see how many of those are actually virgins.
I think it's kind of scary to
It's
make it
a
about
spiritual
sexuality.
fight.
Nah, but they said the next war was gonna be a spiritual one. I do agree with that. But you know what I'm saying?
Now I'm glad they going back to the house of the Lord simply because that's the order. Is God, man, then woman. So I'm glad. Hopefully they take something and they listen and they get their little souls redeemed so that they can bring forth another generation. So it's a good thing that they're there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the way I see it,
all right,
the
Tyson,
way
go
I
ahead.
see it is, this is a young generation, and think about what all they're hearing. All we've been hearing like the past few years is World War III. This food shortages, that economy
Right.
crashing, all kinds of different stuff. I think a lot of them were scared, especially the young men.
Well,
Because I remember
yeah,
when I
you
was
just reminded
younger.
me of something. You just reminded me of something, Tyson. When
Yeah, I was
times
about to
get
say. I
harder,
remember when.
when
Oh, go
times
ahead. I'm
get
sorry.
harder, people do go back to religion. It always
Yes.
happens.
Yeah.
You just reminded me.
It's a safety blanket.
But let
It's a
me say
safety
this.
blanket. Even though it's more than just that, but at the end of the day, it is a safety blanket, a
But
safety
going
net.
back to religion, when you going back to religion, that's mean going back to God. When you going back to these churches
Not necessarily.
nowadays,
Not
these
necessarily.
churches are totally different. These churches are set up for
Yeah.
production and money,
Yeah.
and it's
And that's why I
captivating for
said
the
this is the
youth.
worst time
Period.
for it.
Yeah,
And
I'm
let me say
sorry,
that too
Tyson.
now, Ty.
No, you good,
America
Queen.
gonna fall. Look, America gonna fall regardless. We already know that's in Revelation, so it ain't nothing we can do about that. But
Yeah.
nothing we can do
One
about
last.
I think. Well, hold
They
on now.
all gonna
I
fall.
think there's
No
a
nation is
reason.
exalted.
I think there's a reason why America isn't really spoken about too much in Revelation. Because we see once it goes to Revelation, it starts talking about the old world again, over there in the Middle East and stuff like that. You don't too much hear or see anything about America. And I think there's a reason for that. Um, I think that's one of those things that God left up, in the air. It could go one way or it could go another. He
Because the
didn't
way we
exactly
was,
tell us which way it was going to go.
only reason I'm saying that because the way we were headed, it was sounding like Solomon and Gomorrah. America, like it was
Yeah,
We
turning
are
into
it
heading to
Solomon and
was.
Solomon
Gomorrah.
and Gomorrah.
That's
Well,
where
Everywhere
we
we
you
was
already
turn,
in
it's
headed.
just
Sodom and
Solomon and
Gomorrah.
Gomorrah.
Yeah,
But this
that's
my
what I'm
thing.
saying.
When I was younger, when we were in school, uh, religion was a big part of schools back in the days.
Yeah.
Like
Check it out.
as much
Check
as
it
we
out.
read the Pledge of Allegiance, we prayed. We
Yeah,
had church at school. Like it was a
I
lot
remember
of
that.
Christianity and a lot of church that was in school. They removed that totally, so that automatically tell you where we're going.
Yeah, separation of
Well,
church and
Donald
state.
Trump just put it back in there. That's one good thing he did. He just put it back in school.
Put it back how? What
So
you
that's
mean?
one. He
What do
put
you
the
mean put
prayer
it
and
back?
the Bible back in school. It was banned from school. The Democrats banned it up from
So
school.
wait. So they was able to reverse church separation of church and
Yeah,
state? You sure?
Trump just did. Yeah, look it
I
up.
would. I think that would have been
Yeah,
bigger
look it
news.
up. Nah, it's been going on. Yeah, just I've been talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I want to show y'all this. This is a Let me pull this up here. Put this on here. All right. That's the stage. So this is like 300 men singing this song coming back to church. I don't know if it's a lumber company or it's a church. I don't know what's going on, but it's 300 young dads singing, losing. They say they were losing their voice. I don't know about that, but they just singing about Jesus. That's
Great.
different. That is
We
different.
need 300 more.
Who's that? Say again,
We
Quinn.
need, I said we need 300 more.
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't even a percent. That's like a tiny bit of what we need.
How bad
We
you
need
want
a
them?
lot more men of God because it'll bring more women of God.
How bad you want them, though, Queen?
That's true.
I mean, I won't. I mean, we're losing y'all. I mean, shit.
No, that ain't the question, though, Queen. How bad do you want them?
We
because I
want them
constantly
bad, Charlie.
I
We
see
want them.
because I
We need them.
go get them.
They might have too many tamarines in their damn hand. Like,
Go get them then.
Here they
That
go.
mean
Here they go. Here they go.
that sound. Wait a minute. That sound like they need to be rescued. Then
All right, look at
if
this.
we,
Look at this.
That,
So this is a
I'm
meme.
just
This is a
saying.
meme.
no, what he's
Out here.
saying is evangelism. That's basically what
Thank
he's
you.
saying. Go get him.
Thank
I
you.
Yeah.
get it.
That's
I
exactly
get
what
it.
I was saying. Go
All
get
right.
them.
So this
If
is
we
the
want them
meme
that
they
bad.
put out
I'm sorry.
there with the Catholic dads in 1955. They were showing that they weren't going to church and the women were going to church. The dad was just sitting at home. And now today they're showing that the dads are attending. All right,
Well,
so
let me
this
say
is
this about the
this
Catholic
the meme
Church.
that's going all
Let me
over.
stop. Now I ain't gonna even go there. Never
Ah,
mind.
what you want to say, boo? Go what
You
you
know the
want to say.
Catholic Church ain't
Oh,
right.
please.
Come on, Tony. We know that. We ain't even gonna go there. We know the Catholic Church ain't right. I don't
man,
that.
when you go up
That's
in there,
not
you
right.
feel the devil. Like,
That's some devilish stuff there. Come on, let's just be for
Hey
real.
man, yeah,
Catholic Church is not right.
I got to grow up in both Catholic and the Baptist church.
The
And yeah,
people
it
are
is
not
different.
right.
It is
it's
different.
very anonymous. It's
Thank
like
you,
you go up in
Charlie.
there, they
That's
get the humming and
100%.
stuff.
But let me
Like
say
the
that.
almond.
The people who run the Catholic Church and the people who
Hey,
attend the Catholic, they ain't right, man.
Is that my
They
dad
just
goes
not.
to church now.
hey.
So yeah, it's like it seems like a lot of men are starting to go because I remember back in the day, not too long ago, 10 years ago, it was the church. It was the only man you saw in there was the little boys, the sons,
Well,
and
we know about the
and
Catholic
then
Church and little
the
boys.
men that was preaching. Everybody else, it was a bunch of women. It was a bunch of women and their kids. That's really what was happening in the church for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So
You heard me? Tony, we know about the Catholic Church and little boys. They always got a scandal going on with some children. So I don't trust none of the Catholic Church.
hey,
I
no,
don't hear none of that.
hey, no.
What
See,
about?
what happened is
But
the
what about the
Catholic Church,
Baptist church and not a
That's what I
collection
was
plate?
about to
There's
say.
a lot on. There's a
The
lot
Baptist
on,
church was
Charlie.
doing
That's why I
it too,
tell
book.
folks to find y'all a
The
small
Baptist
church.
church was doing it too, book.
Get you a
It's
small
small.
church, man.
And
You
look
gotta
at
get
this.
Yeah,
a
but the
little church.
Catholic churches
Find
was
you a
doing it
good
at a
church.
large, massive number.
Find
Yeah, I
you
agree
a
with you.
I'm
good
That.
with
church.
it.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
A
That.
we ain't saying
Baptist
ain't
church,
none of
a
them right.
Methodist, Episcopal
They
church,
do,
all of them
Charlie.
churches
They
still.
do.
Yeah,
They
all of
do,
them.
And they
but
philandering
But like
pastors,
I
they
said,
don't.
God ain't
They
never.
big
ain't
ones, small
grooming them.
ones.
Let me
They
say
ain't
this.
Who
grooming
ain't?
them. They get groomed in the Catholic
Say
church.
what?
They
Let me
ain't
say
grooming
this.
them.
Yeah.
Let
Say
me say
what?
They
this.
just
Are
pimping
you
them.
Jeff is
real?
right.
Jeff got a
All
point.
religion is man-made. That is true.
All
For
religion
real?
is man-made.
It's an
Guess
old
what?
Southern Baptist
Guess
preacher
what? We in church
grooming some
right
women
now.
right now in Mississippi. Huh?
2 or more people talking about God is church.
I
So
hear you,
we in church
Charlie.
right
But
now.
women, you said. You
That
We
is
in
said
church
women,
right now.
Charlie, not
And
little
let me
Grooming.
say,
boys.
Grooming. That means they were young little girls first.
I get it. Grooming is bad.
we in
But
church right
the
now, man.
Catholic is grooming
it's a
boys.
lot of grooming. It's a lot of grooming.
Grooming is
It
grooming
is.
children.
It's a lot of grooming everywhere
Boys
right
or
Yeah.
now.
girls is bad. I'm not
Yeah.
Yeah.
drawing
That's
the line
true.
between boys and girls like it's
No,
worse
I didn't.
or
I'm
not
not
worse.
drawing the line between which grooming is better or worse.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
right.
they all bad. They grooming everybody.
Yeah.
You got to find a good
Hide your
church.
kids,
You got
hide
to
your
have
And
wives,
God
discernment. That's why I
ain't
say
no
if we
religion
really
no
want them
way.
that bad,
hide the
we got
fish,
to go
hide
get
the
them.
fish.
Yeah.
You know
And
God
don't
ain't
just
no
go
Hide
on to
Nemo.
anybody's ministry.
Hide
Hide
Nemo.
Nemo,
Get
hide
to
Nemo
know
around this
the
bitch.
person that get
Hide your wives, hide your kids, hide Nemo. Look, and the little mermaid around that bitch.
That's
Now,
right,
what
hide
you
them all,
saying,
bro.
Tice?
'Cause
Tice was
I
saying
was
something.
saying, don't just go under
he was
anybody's
Tyson
ministry.
saying.
Get
Swallowed
to know
up. Have you
pastor.
ever been swallowed up?
You know what?
That's what Tyson saying.
Bruh,
Straight up though.
you
For real.
crazy.
That's church. You go to church today, you might get it.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed
Yeah.
up?
And up in the wrong congregation and get swallowed up.
I think I went to one. I went to church a few weeks back, and I promise you, it was a big skeptical. It was a concert. It was like,
It was a
I was like,
concert.
what is this? They came running out with lights flashing, and I was like, I ain't never been to a
Hey,
church like this. Hold
man,
my
you seen that pastor come in through on the ceiling? He was lonesome. He was hooked on the ceiling. He was acting like Christ coming in. I was like,
I
this
said,
is
what in
tripping
the
out,
hell
bro.
is this?
Yeah,
I
man.
said, yeah, that's making a spectacle. That's why I say you got to find a little church, man. And,
Right. Get you one of them church house,
like
gin
say,
house
get to know
churches.
these people, get to know who your pastor is, and get to know these folks before you just commit to a church, man.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
here's a
man,
better
you know what
Play
happened?
Ray J.
Hey,
Before
Tice,
you
man,
go
tell him what
to
happened. Tice, tell him what happened when you walk in that church.
Asses are being being taken in ways that nobody can explain.
Y'all ain't right, man.
Nah, you ain't right,
Yeah,
man. Be careful which church you go to.
You do gotta be careful though. You gotta be careful. But most
Don't
importantly,
just run to one. Don't try to copy the crowd. You might find
That's
yourself in a
true.
bad situation.
That's
So
true.
let me ask y'all, what do y'all think is attractive to these young men that makes them want to go to church? Like, what is it about church
I
that's
think
attractive to them?
number
Because
one
it
for
has to
me,
be something.
I think they need camaraderie.
Hmm.
Men need camaraderie. We don't have things like Boy Scouts no more. A lot of us don't play sports like we
Right.
used to no more, right? So they're missing out on that. It's very important for men to have teamwork, and we're losing that from the get go, from school to now. Like I think number two is a father figure, right? Used to get
Hmm.
that from sports. They're not getting that. A lot of people have their big homie for that. They get that or big brother,
Hmm.
but that's limited. So I think now they're trying to go to a church to get somebody that has some type of guidance, an older man that can tell them and look for them and try to give them advice.
Hmm.
I think that's the main two reasons they're going there right now because it's lonely. It is lonely right now. If you don't have a
Hmm.
family, I can only imagine right now. You just coming home by yourself. You go to work, go home. One of my cousins like that. He goes to work, goes home, goes to work, goes home. He don't really got no kid, nobody around his age, that he hanging with. It's just working home.
Hmm.
So I could see people wanting to have like that's 300 men in
Be
that room
be part of
that you
something.
could yeah, you see like and you all have one thing to connect you because even in the 90s, even if you didn't go to church, we was all connected. We're not connected now. It's 2
Yeah, we're
million
definitely
rappers,
not.
bro. It's 2 million rappers with 1 million followers each. See, back then it was one rapper with 50 million followers. Like
And that
Busta
other
Rhymes,
one was trying to
everybody,
get his top.
everybody know Blue Suede Shoes. Everybody knew that song, and you could talk about it, right? Now you go to these little kids, they be like, "Man, you heard of Popping T?" You was like, "Who the fuck is that?" You ain't never heard of him?
For
Hey
real.
man, man, let me show you Cashew, man. Cashew, that's the hardest band out. Like what? I never heard of that. You can't even bond on that no more because y'all, it's 2 million things out here, bro. You don't even. It used to be one show everybody watched, Martin, and now you over here talking about, hey man, you seen that show on Netflix? Which one is that? I ain't never heard of that. Just watching something else. Y'all can't even bond on that now. It's so many things now that
when we used
y'all
to get
can't
out of
even
school.
connect no more on because there's so many things out here, so many distractions, bro. So
Hey,
that right there,
Martin.
it's very simple. We believe in God, we're
Hmm.
praising, we have a bond and connection immediately. It's real easy.
Think
And
about
the
it, Tony.
distraction has gotten bigger.
Martin and the Jerry Springer show. Everything we used to watch out of school.
Jerry Springer, yeah, and we all
Jerry
after school. It was 1 and
After
2
Man, we
school,
used to
Jerry
skip school
Springer.
to see Richard Bay.
Bro,
Not
we had
just Jerry Springer, Richard Bay.
we
Richard
saw
Bay was out
all the
before
shows.
Jerry.
And what about all the same songs? We saw it because you only had VH1, MTV, or BET. That was it. That was
Hmm.
it. It was on commercial. You went to the other one. Everybody
But we
saw the
also
same
didn't
thing that
have
the
these
school was.
phones in our hand either.
That's true.
Another good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, because even that they might not even watch what you watching. They be like, man, I'm on Instagram. Well, shoot, I'm on TikTok. I ain't seen nothing you saw today, right? And it's a
At
million
all.
videos. It's a million videos. So
I feel like
and
our phones is our biggest distraction.
oh yeah.
You're right.
Oh yeah. That's why the people that
If you
created
don't
it,
know what you're
let their
looking for.
kids use it. They don't
Yeah,
let their
that's
kids
true.
use it. The people that created that's to tell you a lot. That's to tell you everything you need to know. They like, nah, my kids can't even use it. Like what? What?
Good.
What
You know
the
what?
hell?
You know what's messed up is they used to teach you what the cardinal directions was before they gave you a compass and put it in your hand.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
There you
true.
go.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good fact. Now you just
Well,
got it.
hell,
Figure it.
Now they just loosed it on us.
Yeah.
Like,
Now everybody just buying their kids a fucking not even a compass, a GPS, a computer, all that, all in one.
Man, did you see the thing?
Don't know how to use none of it. They figuring it out on their own.
Oh man,
Right.
there's teachers complaining right now saying that it was college teachers and high school teachers complaining that students no longer write anymore. They just use AI. They can't stop it. There's nothing they could do about it. They're not writing. They're refusing to do it. But why would you?
simply because of
That's what
the pandemic, Tony. The pandemic forced all the kids on the computer. The
but
pandemic
that
forced
too, but
even your baby on a
AI
computer.
but AI is more accessible now.
Did you see?
ChatGPT
Hold
used to
up.
be on like some backlog that you had to try. It was real clunky, and
I
now
know.
it's just, hey, can you write my paper about the Civil War? And then they spit it out to you in 2 seconds. Why would you do the work? If I was in high school, come on now.
Man, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Tony,
It was
and
sleepless nights on
we
SA.
showed that show. I know y'all remember this show when that damn Charlie Yide over there.
Oh,
Charlie,
491, he can feel.
Charlie done
tipping on over there, man. You sipping good.
Life alert.
We all good.
Hey, but now remember we showed that video where AT&T went out for 2 hours and the girl couldn't find her way home because she not work. She know she stayed
She didn't know how
without the
to work
GPS.
it. Yes, he needed GPS. Yeah,
That's
that's what
stupid.
Charlie's saying. That's what Charlie's saying. They're so
How the hell
used
you
to
crying?
using
You don't know where the hell
technology.
you stayed.
She don't. She use the GPS every day. Why you need to worry about it? It tells you what to do. That's the point. So that's what AI is doing now. We're at the point where I don't need to know how to do nothing. Look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna give the game away right now. If y'all want to make an app right now, or let's say you make a video game or something, just type it in the AI. Hey, how do I make this game step by step? It will tell you everything. You just copy and paste it. You don't need to know how to code. You never need to learn. This is where we are now, bro. So why try? There was this was 2 years ago when AI was like, everybody didn't really know about it, but they started. That's why Amazon doesn't let you really do it now. But they just had Amazon write kids books, and then they had AI write the kid book, AI make the pictures, and then they just put it out. Didn't do nothing. They just put it out. Dude made like $300,000 first week on the kids book on Amazon. Ridiculous. Amazon's checking for it now, but it's like, why? Why would I try? Why would I try? Let me just write AI. You do it.
I'm over here putting my blood, sweat, and tears in my book.
Tony. Hey, my people did that. Listen, you heard me. My people did that AI thing, and them folks like, nope. They out there like they check for it now. Like, you got to do it again.
Yeah. That's exactly. Ask the AI. Hey, how do I? That's all you need. That's all you need now. It tells you everything. So that's where we are, man. Any last thoughts on this? Let's start with Jesus is my nigga.
Jesus is my nigga. I ain't sent it to the damn what you call it. I don't know if you got it.
Yeah. Did you see the text?
Yeah, I sent it to the email. I told
You sent it where? To which email?
To what I'm mad at email.
Hold on.
Jesus is my nigga. I ain't never seen that, never heard it.
And I'm gonna stand 5 steps behind Tice when he explained to Jesus why he his nigga.
I don't got that, man. I got what I'm at too. I don't got the other one. Send it to the one.
Oh man, let me send it to that one right quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold
on. All right, why are we doing that? What's your thoughts, Tice?
Well, with the young men flocking to church, that's
you're fine.
what I said earlier. Basically, community and safety.
Yeah, I can see that. That was short and simple. What about you, Charlie? What you think?
Yeah, man. Community, safety, fellowship. It's all the things that a good church is supposed to be. That's what they seeking. They can't find it in the club. You can't find it online. You're tired of seeking. And
Charlie, I'm glad you said that about the club. There's a lot of TikTok videos on Instagram too. The girls are complaining that the guys there's hardly no guys in clubs now. They're like, what? They're like, what the hell's going on?
Wow,
all this
what's
time
the
they've been in
point?
church.
Yeah, what's the point? If you just finna run into somebody who want to be an Instagram model, want you to pay their bills off the first date, want you know what I'm saying, want you to pay for their friends every time that y'all go hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
club gonna get shot up. One of the three.
The club gonna get shot up.
Look, let me say this. This is what I saw a video of a guy explain. He's like probably 19, 20. He says he don't like the fact that he got to pay for parking. That's like $40, $50 for park. All right. And then he said he don't like that he has to pay, like the girls are cutting in the line and get in for free, and he has to pay $50 to get in. So he said, I'm already down $100. And then I get in there, and he said it's not
Drinks
even
$100 a cup.
Where?
That's what it feels like. Drinks in the bar is expensive.
Yeah. So he said when you get in the club, he said ain't nothing but sections. They don't even got dance floor. And he said for only time the girls come talk to you is when you get a section. So now you got to buy. Now you and your boy got to split a section. So now you already paid $200. They ain't even start. You just starting your night down $200. And then he said, the girls will come in there for a bit until the drinks is gone, and then they'll leave your section when the drinks is
Yeah,
done.
because you got to
So
buy a
now,
2-bottle minimum in a session,
now you got to buy another one if you want
and the
them to
bottles
stay.
be like $100 to $200 in a session.
Y'all do before y'all do that, just go to y'all strip club and just, hey, you can see whatever you
Nah,
want.
just hit the liquor store next door and get faded in your car.
Goodness gracious, book.
You gonna spend $400
Better do what I do.
with the booty going to the strip club. Might as well.
Look, man. So, but look, you already down $200, and then he said the girls are on their phone dancing with each other for Instagram. They're not even paying attention to what's going on in the club. So
Nah,
he said
that's
it's no.
true.
So he
That's
said
true.
there's no point. He said there's no point of going. So that's what I heard one of the young boys say.
The least club
I
that
just
you
know
get
when I was
shot
going
up
to
is
the
the
club,
strip
it was
club.
lit.
The least club.
Yeah, but Tony, there's another aspect to that. Men in the club don't know how to talk to women anyhow. They sit there and camaraderie with their homies that they don't pay attention to them girls just as much as the girls not paying attention to them.
That's why they need to
They
go
be
to
too
the
busy
strip
over there
club.
thinking they hot shit, and why the girls is
I can
dancing.
guarantee you, they don't think they hot shit.
Yeah, they
They probably
do. I
trying to.
be in
They
the
probably.
club
They
all the
probably trying
time.
to. They probably
I
be
be
trying
in
to
them.
look like hot shit,
Nah, they
so that they
shy.
can
They
get some
shy.
attention. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they be over there acting with their homies like they the shit.
That's why they need to go to the strip club.
No, that's why you need to hit the liquor store before you come. That's all you do.
We'll keep on yelling. Hit the liquor
Book
store.
must own a
Anyway,
strip club or something.
all
He
right,
must be finna
go
open a
ahead.
strip club.
Finish your thought, Charles. You just had me think about it when you were saying about the club. But
But that
finish your thought.
that's really it though. You know what I'm saying? Like you're looking for what they say. You're looking for love in all the wrong places. You feel me? You're
Yeah.
gonna find the right spot where it all started at, as long as you find yourself a good one.
Okay.
That's all.
And Queen,
You feel me?
what's your thoughts on your final thoughts on that?
I just feel like, I mean, if the men are the young men or older men, but if they're going to church and let it go for a reason, and I feel like more men should follow. I mean, I'm not gonna even question really why they there. If they ate too many Fruit Loops, go fight with God and go there.
Nah, don't fight from God. Accept the help from God.
All right. We're gonna hear rapping for Jesus for a little bit. Well, I know we ain't gonna be able to play too much, but let's check it out for a second, and we're gonna get out of here.
It's Tyson.
All right, this is an old video. Dang.
It is.
Right, Chrissy.
An old classic. Get ready.
Oh, hell.
Well, I wrote this song for the Christian youth.
What? Whoa,
that outfit just threw me back.
I knew y'all was gonna react the same way we are.
You the one talking about Jesus is my nigga? Hold up, man. Hold up, man.
He might be.
I want to teach kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you got to do a rap to a hip hop beat. So I gave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My crew is
He was that kid in the basement.
bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
He said
Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Jesus Christ is not your nigga. You.
See, Tony? We talking about it. Don't talk
I'm done. I'm done with this.
Where this church at? I think I need to go pay my tithe.
I'm done with
You
this.
gotta warn somebody about that shit, bro.
I feel like I got some extra tithes.
I'm telling you.
Where his church at?
I think all of us is done now. Thanks to you, T-Say.
I'm telling you, man. After that drop, his congregation got bigger. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Jesus, take the wheel.
He about to get one more. He about to get one
Oh,
more.
damn, bro. Okay.
Look, Jim the whole thing. Look, Jim.
Hey, I didn't think that was a song. I didn't think this was a song he was talking about. I thought it was a different song. I didn't think he was about to say that. I did not think he was about to
What
say
he just said, play the whole thing.
Hey, man,
Yes, yeah. Jim, his wife says it too.
Oh, hell no.
His wife jumped in the song, yeah.
This
Oh,
definitely
my
a church I need to
God.
visit.
We got to get it. All right, man.
Lena
Not
like,
for the show,
look
either.
at Papa jamming in the back.
Y'all crazy.
Dude was jamming though.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah,
They
so
gotta reach some kids on the street. That's how they talk, I guess. That's how we talk.
I guess,
back in
hey,
the day.
him and that dude that talking about here I go. Let's get them together. Let's get these boys
Now,
back.
don't forget about your boy that used to be on Tice. You remember your boy that be talking about the Lord. Remember the dude you do all that screaming back in the day?
I might. I need to see who it is. Because
that one Mike Epps was talking about on his comedy show.
Yeah, man, we better get up out of here, man. That's so crazy. All right, man. We appreciate all y'all, man. Charlie, thanks for calling in. Jesus is my nigga. Thanks for calling in. Queen, thanks for calling in.
Don't forget.
Y'all stay mad, man.
All right.
All right.
So,
Same time tomorrow. I'll see
same
y'all.
time. We out of here, guys. Peace.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
I don't know, dude.
Welcome to the Mad Ones podcast, where all the real ones still wrong.